Welcome to Mentally Healthy. We're so glad you're here. Let's take a moment to relax and breathe. Today, we're going to learn and explore 15 ways to overcoming betrayal in relationships. There are no particular rules on the most proficient method to move past a double crossing in a relationship, since the way to recuperation is different for everyone. However, following these 15 items will assist you with recuperating from selling out seeing someone. If you're ready, let's get started. Number 1. Recognize the treachery. Someone you entrusted with everything that is in you has deceived you and crushed your heart into bits. It's overwhelming, yet you think that it is unbelievable. You can't see how and why your partner would follow through with something like this to you. Thus, you resort to refusal. Regardless on the off chance that the deceiver had deliberately harmed you or not, your trust has been abused. Recognizing it is the initial step to recuperate from the double-crossing injury and moving past it. Number 2. Name and identify your emotions. How do you feel about the betrayal? Angry? Shocked? Sad? Disgusted? Ashamed? You might experience a whirlwind of emotions. Instead of trying to deny or suppress them, name them. Don't use denial to conceal hurt feelings. It's crucial when you're trying to get over a betrayal in a relationship. Number 3. Don't blame yourself. When someone betrays you, your self-esteem takes a hit. It's normal to blame yourself for your partner's actions. While replaying the betrayal in your mind, you might feel like if you were fulfilling your partner's emotional and physical needs, they wouldn't be resorting to somebody else. But betrayal is always a choice. A bad relationship doesn't give anybody a free pass to do whatever they want. Number 4. Part ways and give yourself time apart. You need to have time to deal with what has occurred. Regardless of how frantically your partner attempts to get in touch with you and request pardoning and a second chance, don't yield. Tell them that you want some time alone to process and think plainly. It doesn't mean you've chosen to part ways with them. Taking that time assists you with grappling with the treachery and tracking down clearness. Recovering from betrayal in marriage isn't easy. You're torn between leaving the relationship and repairing the damage. Regardless of what you wind up doing, taking some time away from the relationship will be significant for your psychological well-being and emotional health. Number 5. Grieve the loss of trust. People grieve the death of their loved ones, because losing someone close is a loss. Betrayal is also a loss of trust, and it's normal to experience grief after being betrayed. So, be prepared to go through the 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, while getting over a betrayal in a relationship. Not everyone goes through all of them. You might not even experience them in this order. But allow yourself to grieve in your own way, so that you can deal with the loss in a healthy way. Number 6. Avoid the temptation to retaliate. You are probably already aware of the saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. You must be furious with your partner for betraying your trust. It's normal to feel the urge to inflict pain upon your betrayer, and make them suffer. While there are many positive ways of getting over betrayal in a relationship, retaliation isn't one of them. If anything, it'll only delay your healing process. No matter how angry you are, don't resort to seeking retaliation against your betrayer. The best revenge is living your best life, always. Number 7. Open up to someone you trust. Being deceived by someone you love might make you feel like you can't trust anyone at all. But, seeking emotional support from your loved ones is a crucial factor in the recovery process. If you feel ashamed and don't want to share the gory details of your partner's betrayal, you don't have to. But, you may be surprised to know that sometimes, just talking about how you think about the incident helps to give you clarity concerning it. The key, however, in talking to someone, is to speak to someone who can stay neutral and offer you their brutally honest opinion, instead of adding fuel to the fire. No trusted confidant around? That's okay too. You can always confide in a relationship expert or counselor for that neutral voice of reason. Number 8. Develop a game plan to overcome betrayal. Now that you've had some time to process the incident, it's time to devise a plan for recovering from betrayal. Yes, you still are feeling betrayed, shocked, and devastated. You're having a hard time coping with betrayal. This is normal. But you can't heal if you keep dwelling on how they've wronged you, or reliving that painful memory by replaying it over and over again in your head. It's time to decide how you want to move forward. Do you want to forgive your partner and rebuild the relationship? Thinking of a temporary separation, or do you want to end it for good? Do you want to start meditation and journaling? Want to take a therapist's help to heal your broken heart? Take some much needed time for you to figure it out, and then get ready to begin the healing process. Number 9. Reflect upon things. Once you feel in control of your emotions again, it's a good idea to spend some time engaging in introspection. Reflect on your relationship, how things were before the betrayal, and how things need to change if you want to give your partner a chance to redeem themselves. When you're dealing with betrayal, and thinking how to get over a betrayal in a relationship, it's normal to feel like your partner wouldn't hurt you like this if you did things differently. While there's plenty of scope of improvement for all of us, your partner's betrayal is their choice, and has nothing to do with your self-worth or behavior. If there were issues in your relationship before the betrayal took place, both of you need to find ways to fix the problems if you want to continue the relationship. But your partner needs to take responsibility for their actions, and show genuine remorse first and foremost. Number 10. Have a conversation with your partner. You might not feel comfortable with the idea of confronting the person who betrayed you. But, for your peace of mind, it's important to communicate with your partner, and let them know how their actions made you feel. If they've been asking you to listen to them, you can give them a chance to tell their side of the story. Pay very close attention to what they say. Notice if they try to justify their actions, or if they feel genuinely sorry about what happened. Use I statements when you speak, making sure not to lose your cool, and doing it gracefully. Number 11. Try to forgive. Forgiving doesn't mean overlooking, accepting, or excusing the wrong that has been done to you. You don't even have to get back together with that person, if you don't want to. You can think of giving your relationship a chance only if the person genuinely seems remorseful. But even if they aren't, forgive them for your sake. To truly heal from a betrayal, you'll need to forgive the person and let go, even if they don't deserve your forgiveness. Number 12. Pull the plug. Was this your partner's first betrayal of trust? Do they recognize the pain they've caused you? Have they accepted the responsibility for their actions and asked forgiveness? Are they repeated offenders, or was it an unintentional isolated incident? Ask yourself these questions before considering your next steps. End the relationship, if this wasn't their first time betraying your trust. Otherwise, if the betrayal is something you both can work through, consider mending the break in trust, and becoming stronger together. Unfortunately, if you stay in a relationship with someone who keeps breaking promises, and hurting you, you're enabling them, and there's no reason for them to ever stop. Number 13. Be open to trusting again. You don't have to trust someone blindly. Start with little things, and take small, calculated risks. If you've decided to give your partner a chance to regain your trust, give them incremental trust, instead of trusting them like before. Allow the relationship, and your partner, the opportunity, to regain the trust lost, over a period of time, you both agree to, as being reasonable. Number 14. Learn to trust yourself again. Trusting yourself is one of the most crucial steps to take when you're dealing with betrayal. To trust others, you need to trust your ability to make sound judgments and adjust your trust indicator. Remember, the betrayal that took place wasn't because of your misguided trust, just their abuse of your trust. You didn't do anything wrong. Give yourself a little time, but learn to trust yourself again. It's a quality that no one should be without. Number 15. Take care of yourself. You've been through a lot, and it's time to make yourself a priority. Moving on isn't something that happens overnight. But you need to start with small steps, regardless of whether you decide to end or rebuild the relationship. Practice self-care, and slowly regain your confidence. In conclusion, even if it doesn't feel like it, at the moment, the pain of betrayal will eventually fade, and you'll be able to leave it in the past. The betrayal doesn't have to end your otherwise great relationship though. If both you and your partner are willing to go the extra mile, it's possible to rebuild trust in your relationship and stay together. We're pulling for you, either way. Well, that's all for today. Thanks so much for joining us at Mentally Healthy. If you've enjoyed our video, please like it, and consider subscribing to our channel, as we have lots of great new content in store for you. Subscribing, liking, and clicking the notification bell keeps you connected to us, and truly helps our channel grow. Here's a few other great videos from our channel you can visit right now. Until next time, stay mentally healthy.